But this man,
Mashiach Yahushua, right?
after he had offered one sacrifice for his sins forever.
For his sins. Come on, you read the words.
But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down on the right hand of the Most High.
Right. This man, the Mashiach Yahushua, after he offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down on the right hand of the Most High. Read.
From henceforth, expecting to his enemies, he made his footstool.
That's right. From henceforth, expecting till his enemies be made his footstool. And that's what David prophesied. Go to Psalms 110:1. Hold that.
Psalm chapter 110, verse 1. The Most High said unto Mashiach, sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool.
So this way he's at the right hand of the Most High. That's why when you look at, he said, when you go back and look at this, it says, read verse 12 and 13 again, because that's why the Spirit, plus in the Psalm you see, it says, rise Most High. And the Mashiach sitting, he sat down on the right hand of the Most High. So he rise up, the Most High rise up, till the Mashiach rise up, then we gonna be rised up along forever. Read. Ain't no man gonna save us. So since the Most High gotta ordain this, he gotta rise up. When he rise, that's why you can say, Krum Abanawa, Krum Mashiach Yahushua, then Krum Yashua. We started Krum Yashua, where we rising? Who we rising? Are we rising? We're not rising. When we rise, we come and take the kingdom, as it says. But that's the Most High gonna rise. Then the Mashiach Yahushua gonna rise. He can tell him to rise up. But remember, this is what it says. Read that again.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 12. But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down on the right hand of the Most High.
He sat down on the right hand of the Most High. So what he's doing? He's sitting on the right hand of the Most High. Read.
From henceforth, expecting till his enemies be made his footstool.
See? From henceforth, that time that he sat down on the right hand side, from henceforth, expecting till his enemies be made his footstool. That's why you read 1 Corinthians 15:24. Tells you the whole story. How it's going to happen, how you're going to do it. Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 24. Then cometh the end.
Then cometh what?
The end.
The end. We know 2 Ezra 6 and 9 says, we'll read that. Then cometh the end. What end? Whose end? Let's read.
2 Ezra
6 and 9.
2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
That's right. It says, then cometh the end of Esau's world. He will be ruling during the end of the world. And we know who's the superpower of earth, the so-called white man. So the so-called white man will have to be Esau. Some say the Arabs. I don't see how they can see that. You know what I mean? You see that, right? I don't see how they get that, man. Come on, man. How they throwing rocks at tanks. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I mean, need to wake up, man. Everything is coming out now for division. A lot of things coming out for division. We'll read that. 1 Corinthians 15:24.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 24. Then cometh the end,
Here comes the end of Esau's world, and Jacob is beginning to hit that follow. Read.
when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power.
That's right. See? He's going to put down all rule and all authority and all power. Read.
For he must reign till he hath put all enemies under his feet.
That's what David just said. He's sitting down on the right hand side of the Most High until he make all his enemies his footstool, right? Then read Daniel 7:14.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 14.
It's been given to him. When the angel, remember he'll tell you in Acts 1 and 9 how he ascended up in the cloud and the angels brought him to the Most High. That's what was given to him then. From then, that's why it says all judgment was given to Mashiach. Read this.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 14. And there was given him dominion
To the Most High. The Most High gave Mashiach dominion. Read.
and
The
glory
Most High gave Mashiach glory. Read.
and a kingdom,
And a kingdom. Read.
that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom, which shall not be destroyed.
That which shall not be.
That which shall not be destroyed.
Right. That's his kingdom. It's not going to be destroyed. Verse 27.
And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him.
All the men going to serve and obey the Most High through Mashiach through the 12 tribes of Israel. 144,000, 12,000 each of the tribes of Israel. Go back to 1 Corinthians 15, verse 26. Well, verse 25 again. That's really good.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 25. For he must reign till he hath put all enemies under his feet. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death.
That's right. The last enemy that's going to be destroyed is death. Read.
For he hath put all things under his feet.
The Most High put all things under his feet. Read.
But when he said all things are put under him,
When he say all things are put under Mashiach Yahushua's feet, read.
it is manifest that he is accepted.
The Most High put all of the Mashiach Yahushua's enemies under his feet. They tell you you're going to burn them up. All of them come against them, you're going to burn them up. They're going to be nothing but what? Dust and smell of smoke. All the ordinances that they have, all the military might that they have, so you're going to burn them all up. So ain't going to be nothing but dust and smoke. That's what I say. Put under his feet. All of them will be flatlined on the ground. Ain't going to be nothing but smell of smoke and dust. That's what it says. Go ahead.
Which did put all things under him.
That's right. Read.
And when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him.
Yeah, Mashiach going to rule 1,000 years. Then the Mashiach going to be subject to the Most High that put all things under a Mashiach Yahushua. Why?
That the Most High may be all in all.
That's right, that the Most High could be all in all. This is all about. For anybody that hear what I'm saying right now, this is what this is all about, that the Most High can be all in all. Better get off yourself. Because he don't need us, we need him. All this is for the Most High to be all in all. Remember when we read the other day about how he said if we'd have followed the laws, we'd have been in peace. He'd have gave us peace. No, we want to follow all these other nations' wickedness. Now here we are, all jacked up. All jacked up. But he said we'd have followed him, he'd have gave us peace. Go back to Hebrews 10.
Hebrews chapter 10. Is that 14 or 15?
You was in verse, we read verse 13.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 13. From henceforth, expecting till his enemies be made his footstool.
Yeah, Mashiach Shai sitting on the right side of the Most High, from henceforth, waiting on the Most High to raise him up from his sitting down to make his enemies his footstool. Read.
For by one offering he hath perfected forever them that are sanctified.
One offering perfected them that are sanctified. Read.
Whereof the Holy Spirit also is a witness to us. For after that he had said before, this is the covenant that I will make with them after those days, said the Most High. I will put my laws into their hearts, and in their minds will I write them. And their sins and iniquities will I remember no more. Now where remission of these is, there is no more offering for sin. Having therefore, brethren, boldness to enter into the holiest by the blood of Hamashiach Shai.
This is what we did on the Day of Atonement, went to the Holy of Holies, it says. But now, one time, it's saying, having therefore, brethren, boldness to enter into the holiest by the blood of Hamashiach Shai. Read.
By a new and living way, which he had consecrated for us through the veil that is to say, his flesh.
Yeah, the veil which is his flesh. You know, dying for us, shed his blood for us. Read.
And having an high priest over the house of the Most High.
He's our high priest over the house of the Most High. Read.
Let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water.
Right, man. Have our minds, man, cleansed from evil. Not thinking evil. Because you know, the second commandment is just as important as the first. Love the Most High with all our heart, mind, and strength, and love thy neighbor as thyself. Both those two commandments, all the laws are based upon that. You know, how we serve the Most High and how we serve each other. That's what it's about. Go ahead.
Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised.
You know how no reason to waver. Let us hold fast the profession, the job of our faith without wavering. He is faithful that promised. Read.
Let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works.
And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. You know, keeping the commandments. And helping each other keep the commandments. Read.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
And we know that love is the keeping of the commandments. So it says, this is what we're supposed to be doing. Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together. Read.
As the manner of some is.
Some say you don't have to come together. Some will take you to Galatians 2 and 16 in a minute. Don't judge me by holy days and new moons and Sabbaths and all that. But that's those that are doing it. That's those that are doing it, that they can't judge us for what we're doing. Now we here honoring the Day of Atonement, and then somebody said, well, don't judge me because I don't do it. And they not doing it. It's a law. You can't justify breaking the law of the Most High. We're doing it. So we can say, don't judge us because we here doing it. And you don't want us to do it. You want us to follow the wickedness that you're doing and not doing it. Which is what? Sin.
Yeah.
It's sin. So who you going to follow? You going to follow man? Or you going to follow the laws of the Most High? He says the law, how long it lasts?
Forever.
Forever. We read that earlier. He said it a few times. Didn't he? He said it a few times. So Most High speak once, say twice, we have to receive it not. Read.
And having,
Verse 25.
not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching.
Right. We got to do this more and more. We got to come together more and more as you see the day approaching. You say, "Oh, we're in the last days." Don't wait till the earthquake comes and you can't get there. The fire come and the storm, the whirlwind come. They was talking about a tsunami. When they had that earthquake in Chile, they was talking about tsunami on the coast of California.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Warning. They shut down all the beaches. Shut down all the beaches. You see? So you don't really know what the Most High gonna do. People not gonna be able to do this. They gonna try and do it after this disaster happened. They gonna try and they ain't gonna be able to do it. The Most High say they gonna laugh. He gonna mock. You say when your destruction comes, they gonna mock you. When you call on him, he just told us today. They gonna call me, but I ain't gonna hear them. They wouldn't. He say you crying to them. Come on, you got what you're supposed to do. They don't want to do it. Say, hey, when they cry to me, okay, I'm not gonna be there to you. See, not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together as the matter of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, which is the laws of the Most High, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin. Mashiach Yahushua said, I ain't going to the Most High on your behalf. See, for if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, after you know these laws, understand the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. There remaineth no more sacrifice for sins, but a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation. He bringing fire to purify this earth, which shall devour the adversaries. See, you gotta look at this because you're the enemy if you don't want to follow what is right according to the Most High's commandments, His laws, being obedient. You become the enemy of the Most High because if you're not following the Most High's way, then what way you follow? The way of the world. He tell you that in James 4:4. That's what he say for all of them that want to do that. You don't want to follow this? This is you. You are the world. It says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? You're at war with the Most High. Because if you either got a choice, you're either going to follow what he say do, or what other choice do you have but the world? Your own world. Your own worlds. You're going to follow this, or you're going to follow whatever you feel like is okay in your own worlds. So it says you become the enemy of the Most High. You become you become at war. It says you have friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High. That means you at war with the Most High. Enmity means war with the Most High. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. See? That's serious. Serious to me. Get 1 John 2:15. This for all them, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life, people. He said what? 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, this is what you're dealing with if you don't want to deal with being obedient to him. The lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes, whatever you see, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passes away, and the lust thereof, all the things you lust not. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. See? So going back to Hebrews 10 and verse 28. He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. But no mercy. 2 or 3 witnesses said that, bam, put him to death. Of how much sore punishment, suppose shall ye be thought worthy, who have trodden under foot the Son of the Most High, and have counted the blood of the covenant, insulted, wherewith he was sanctified an unholy thing, by not doing what we're supposed to be doing and have done despite unto the Spirit of grace. Come on, you insulted grace, man. Grace is getting something